Morning class. So today's math lesson is just like yesterday's. We're still dealing with absolute values. And this time I'm going to do the examples on here. And then when you get the paper or the Google Doc, you'll see my examples. So here's the page. And then down here is the work. So in the math context, absolute value is the distance of a number is from 0 on the number line. In a real world context, I should have a period there. In a real world context, absolute value is the magnitude of a positive or negative quantity. Distances and magnitudes are always positive numbers. So the absolute value of any number is always positive. I'm going to highlight that, because just in case you guys forget, it's always positive. Okay, so here's our first math example. Negative 12. So what's the absolute of negative 12? So negative 12 is how many spaces away from 0 on the number line? 12. Let's see, 20, not 23, 2/3. So how many spaces is 2/3 from 0 on the number line? Well, it's 2/3. Cool. Okay. Next, here's a real world example. So what's the absolute value of negative $130? Well, it's still $130. So a negative 55 feet of elevation is how many blank feet below sea level? Well, it's 55, right? Notice how we don't have the negative there, but we see it here, feet below sea level. So a $25 debt is, now this time it's asking us to do the absolute value to find that, not find the absolute value, to put it inside the little absolute value squares. So if you have a $25 debt, that means you're negative, oops, yeah, negative $25. Now this one here, this is, they wanted you to do greater than or less than. But they want you to think about it in absolute value terms. So the absolute value of 540 is 540, and the absolute value debt, and the absolute value of negative negative $204 is $240 debt. So which one's greater? There you go. Okay, so if you owe $50 debt, is that greater than or less than $75 debt? Well, $75 is more, so that means $50 debt is less than $75 debt. Okay, so now for this one, if we were in class, I would have you write out letter less or greater than, but for this one, we're just gonna highlight. So an account balance less than $30 represent a debt less than or greater than $38. So an account balance less than $30 represents a debt less than or greater than $38. Let's see, an account balance less than $38 represents a debt less. Wow, I have to think about this. I'm going to go with greater than. So what I'm going to do is, if you don't know how to highlight, you're going to go up to this highlight color here, choose the color you want to highlight. Oops, that didn't work. Okay, so never mind. You're going to highlight it with your finger right here, and then you're going to go up to highlight color, and then you're going to choose that color. Okay, so write an account balance that is less than negative 38. What's an account balance that's less than 38? It's going to be negative 38. It's going to be anything that's negative 37 or lower. So we could say negative $20 is less than negative 38. Okay, and that's all that you need for the examples, except for, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change the color of the answers so you know. And I changed the color to purple, all the work that I did, so you know that that's the work I did. Okay, so now our directions. Complete the following problems by filling in the blanks or circling appropriate phrases. So we can't circle, so you're going to highlight the appropriate phrases. Okay, so the absolute value of any number is blank. So this is where you're going to put in the definition. So this one right here, you need to put in the answer. You're going to put it in front of debt. An account balance less than negative $50 represents a debt greater than or less than 50. So you'll highlight which one. This is the one you're going to write down, an account balance that's less than negative $50. Now that I think about it, I have to change this one. Okay, so write an account balance that is less than. $20 is not less than. Negative 20 is not less than a negative 38. We're going to have to make it. We'd have to say like 39, because that means you owe more money. Yeah. Because if you owe $39, that's definitely less in the bank than if you owe $38. Okay, sorry about that. So these are the ones that you're going to highlight, and then this one's you're going to write a temperature. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Sorry about all the stops and goes. Okay, have a good day.